welcome to another edition of Cardboard Castles. I am Esteban Lopez, and as always, I've got the lovely Tony right next to me. And I've got, say hello, Tony. Don't be a dick.
I don't know how to not be a dick. So.
All right, well, there you go. Tony is here. I'm not lying. I'm not in my basement
That is
alone.
why he's usually the host.
I'm here.
That's yeah, exactly. And making sure that our nonsense sounds at best quality is Brandon.
What's up?
Yeah, and we have a special guest today, a very special guest. We have Tony's better half. I know you guys aren't married yet, but I know her father would prefer that. But
already, we're gonna jump right into
let's go right into it.
Right
We have the lovely Gloria Medrano.
Hello.
Did I pronounce that right?
Oh, no. It's okay.
Doesn't matter. No, but
I prefer Madrano.
Madron. Oh,
Yeah.
Madron. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Yeah, but welcome. Thank you very much for clearing your schedule and being here in your
right now. Yeah, you're. Go ahead, continue.
being here in your living room. I'll just
Yeah.
say thank you for being here in your own living room. I appreciate that. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm getting
You know,
the
I'm
mob.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you took as long as you did, because usually, like, I'm late to everything, especially very important things like this, and I was super on time, like, on the dot.
He told me he was gonna be here at 4, so usually.
So thank you for making
yeah.
me look that much better.
No, yeah, no. I that's what I try to do. Usually, I try to be the latest one to look other Mexicans look better.
Well, he said he was gonna be here at 4. Normally, he says 4, then he's here. The next day at 4, but
He's
that's the
Good to
next
see
day.
you, like,
The
hey
next day.
guys,
Yeah.
you guys still ready to go? Like,
He was here like on the dot. It was a little weird, but
Well, I'll try to be early, but come on. You're doing this now. Come on.
that's what I'm saying. I never know with you guys.
No, but anyways, yes, Gloria is here.
She actually is a
Female.
female.
You're
People
not
don't think
controlled
that I
here.
actually have a girlfriend, and I don't even believe it sometimes, but she's here. But she is the newest semi-permanent member of Cardboard Castles. And the
absolutely.
reason I say semi-permanent is because she doesn't want to hang out with
Not all the time.
us dickheads all the time.
No.
So when she isn't here, we're gonna do our best attempt to get a guest host in her place. But for the most part, I mean, she's got better shit to do, really.
asking
yeah,
her
but
for
thank
this
you.
hour was enough.
Yeah, and she complained the whole time.
I
So
Yeah, that was all right. I had a really not like a really rough. I had like a time away from technology. This past weekend, we went camping at Point Magoo, and
Every time.
every time, yeah. It's like I can't.
well, you just imagine the old man who can't fucking see, and he's gonna crash because it's down PCH, and Caitlyn Jenner's gonna
glasses.
kill him. And but yeah, we went there, and it was a good time. And but I did miss technology, so I Netflixed and chilled alone
By yourself.
about
You Netflix and chilled by
all by
yourself.
myself. And
Does that still count as Netflix and chilling?
I think it's just literal.
I think
It's a,
Yeah.
there's
I think-
literally no
Yeah.
underlying meaning to it.
yeah,
You literally are just Netflix and chilling.
yeah, that's just exactly what I do. And I finished seeing Narcos, dude. That show is
I don't know.
no.
Does it do it for you?
It doesn't
No,
do
we
it
didn't
for
watch
me.
it.
No. It was.
You know what?
Is it gross
show
that I
I've
said
done
we
like
didn't
that?
watch it? Like,
Yeah, you did, like-
immediately?
Well, that's the thing though, is that it's weird because we've been together for so long now that any show that we start, even if I do watch it alone, I have to get approval. I have to get my permission slip signed to watch it alone. I'll have to be like, hey, can I watch this without? Do you want to watch this? Because I really want to watch it, but I don't want you to kill me either in my sleep because that's in some cases it's worse than cheating. Like
yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
It's true.
it's like hey you fucking watch that without me, how
Yeah.
dare you?
Yeah,
It's
I
not
would.
gonna
I
be
would
the same doing it later. Now it's stale. Like
Yeah,
lost
exactly.
the
Yeah.
specialness
In
from
some
it.
cases it's worse than cheating, and she's done that with a few shows where I just decided to start watching on my own.
like Gilmore Girls.
Oh god, I can't stand Gilmore Girls.
That's
let's
my
not
show.
get into that right now because I'm telling a story, okay?
Okay.
And I'm trying to keep a positive attitude, but if you
Alright.
bring it up again, but but anyways, so with Shameless, I started watching on my own,
Yeah.
That is good.
and excuse me, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I belched like a madman right now. But
Well, the whole point of not you just
You
called
didn't have to
yourself
announce
out.
That's all right. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know if you heard it. If they hear it, I mean, well. Anyways, Shameless. Yeah, I started watching. I think I got through like the first season on my own, and or maybe like halfway through the first season.
through.
And she comes in and decides to be like, "Hey, so he's just gonna start watching this?" And I was like, "Well, yeah,
Oh, wow. She
yeah,
just
like,
comes in.
yeah, I am. Can I?
I
that
think
was,
you actually asked me before.
I
Like,
did. I
Can
did.
I watch this?
I
without
did.
You?
Can I? And then she still gave me attitude halfway through. Like,
I was sleeping
Were
when
you
you
the one
asked
who
me.
introduced him to the show?
No.
no.
Our roommate, our ex-roommate.
Why?
That's where I get-
Why
that's
are
where I
you
get
guys
angry, too, is
going
'cause, like,
for me being the
say-
dickhead already? Like, why? Why
No,
am I
well,
already the
because-
why is she the victim already?
Well, first of all, that was in the intro. You don't know how to be not a dickhead, so
That's
there's
fair,
that.
I guess.
But
You know, sometimes I get riled up over that situation because, like, say, like, if I go to you and I'm like, oh, you know, you should really check out The Walking Dead or whatever
Right.
show, Game of Thrones, whatever. And then if I come back to you the next time and you're like 3 episodes farther than me, I'm like, wait, how do you know more than me? Like, you know, like, I'm the better
Yeah.
fan here. Like,
yeah, no, that's happened to me a couple of times, and I do take it like a challenge. You know what? What was I? There's a couple of shows that I skip the intros every single time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then there's
I
a
hate
couple
when
of
when
shows-
there's part of the episode before the intro though, because then you usually have to watch. Like, there's a little bit of
Yeah,
the
no,
episode,
yeah. Usually there's a little. They play the beginning and then
there's the intro. Well, Netflix has just started doing this thing where you can actually like skip the intro. Where there's a
Right.
button where you can skip the intro. It hasn't been around for a long time.
No, it hasn't. But that's actually one of the things that I noticed this past weekend when I was fucking binge watching just everything, dude. But there was like some shows where I'm just like, I fucking hate that. That intro is too fucking long.
God, it's
Well, before it got ruined, I
awful.
would watch the House of Cards.
Oh, House of Cards, yeah. That was
yeah.
and then the whole Kevin Spacey thing.
Yeah, I can't fucking finish watching it, and that sucks because it was a great ensemble cast.
I got bored after probably like episode 2. I mean, episode 2.
Yeah,
After like season 2 ended.
But you're
Fuck
weird.
you.
You're weird.
But look,
with
okay, so
shows.
Tana, kind of back to the watching things as a couple. With that being said, we do like to watch a healthy amount of garbage television.
Oh,
I don't know. Is there a healthy amount? I don't know if there's an
it's
actual.
garbage television.
Is-
Donate it in your life.
the
No.
answer is in the word garbage
yeah,
television.
No, is there a healthy amount? There is some garbage television. Like I watch a little bit. You watch so
love
much
it.
more than it's.
I can't
oh
get
my
enough.
god, it's awful. Like
Yeah.
You know, I feel
Total
like when you
Bellas.
watch
I
like
love
reality
them.
Oh my
shows,
God.
you know, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
See, but that's
like you're watching people suffer. Like that's how you're choosing to spend your free time.
But
and
there
then you're
are
also
different
suffering with
levels
them.
of garbage television. Like I think Keeping Up with the Kardashians is by far like top tier garbage
Yeah,
that is
television.
great.
Like,
It
that
is
is
garbage.
yeah.
But it's
Grade
also
A-
good to just turn your brain
grade
off.
A sta-
Like,
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
fine.
Grade
But
A
comatose. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
teeny pile of shit garbage television. But anyways, she watches a lot of it. We don't watch a lot of it together, but there is some stuff. You watch like Total Bellas and
I love it.
you know, and I
I-
can sit through that because it's half naked girls. I mean, whatever. But like hearing them talk sucks. Hearing,
Like, oh
nobody
my
wants to. Yeah,
God.
hearing them talk sucks. But I mean, but we watch The Challenge, which is fantastic. Real World stuff like
MTV's
that.
The Challenge.
Some MTV
Not for
stuff.
me.
So
Yeah,
good.
pass.
So good. Drama.
Not for me. Thank
So,
you.
Yeah, I mean, but again, that's about the extent of my reality TV show.
You know, as far as currently, yeah, I watch just whatever, like I guess garbage on Netflix. I guess. But
Well,
not
whatever
really,
they
just
have,
whatever I find on Netflix.
Whatever they have subbed or dubbed or
whatever's
Sap?
on Univision.
yeah, Sap, whatever you can.
Yeah, exactly. But I remember as a kid, I would watch just like network television garbage. I'd watch like Jenny Jones. I was fucking hooked with
Jenny Jones.
Jenny
She
Jones.
no, I was thinking of Sally Jesse Raphael. She had
Sally
the red
Jesse
frames.
Raphael, yeah, she
Yeah.
had the red frames, the red hair. She
Yeah.
came out. I would watch Jerry Springer. I watch
See,
Murray
this is where the
Povich.
age thing comes into play. And yeah, it's right off the
Rude.
bat, babe. It's
No
gonna
one
happen
needs to know.
right off the
No.
bat. No,
Nobody
everyone's gonna-
asked.
So,
I
no,
don't
yeah,
know.
exactly.
And I'll tell you why.
Nobody
Okay.
asked.
So
Uh.
age goes as follows.
Ah.
Esteban, Gloria.
No, I think I'm older than Esteban.
No,
aren't
I don't think so.
Well, I'm 31, January 27th.
Oh, okay,
86.
so by like a month.
30.
Okay, so age goes as follows.
I? 22.
Gloria,
Again, he said
Yeah.
me first.
I know.
Gloria, Esteban, myself, and then Brandon is basically a
A
fetus to
fetus.
the rest
Yeah,
of us.
He's a
totally
zygote.
different.
Yeah, oh yeah, total just fucking brand new.
I fucking
Baby.
slipped on the placenta on the way.
Yeah. That's him.
That was him.
Brand new 6 pound, 5 ounce little baby girl is what he is. And so we're talking about Jerry Springer and all this stuff. Like I remember it, but I wasn't old enough to watch
Shut
it.
up. No,
And
but you know
two were
what was
talking about how you like watched it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
dude, it was
no.
it was the shit. I
That-
used to watch,
Gilligan's Island,
Gilligan's Island.
Small Wonder.
Yeah. Yep, Smile.
See, and then I
Wonder.
came around
Vicky
when all the
was
reruns
hot,
were showing.
Yeah, well, yeah, when
Vicky
it
the
was on
Robot?
Netflix. You came around all that shit came
yeah,
out.
dude, Vicky the Robot.
I don't
dude,
even know what the
total
fuck you guys
babe.
are talking about.
It doesn't matter.
And I'm not
'cause
even
some
kidding.
people
Brandon
who are listening
is
may,
thinks,
might-
oh my god, thinks we're in
I'm
a different
trying to
planet.
tune out
Oh
right now,
my god,
just-
because you have
Whatever,
no clue.
dude, you know, we got high quality, indoctrination.
Oh
Thank
my
you
God,
very
I
much.
don't
know.
It was
I'll
top
tell you.
tier
I'll tell you
MK
the
Ultra
extent
stuff.
of let's see, of that generation for me was when I would call out of school. What the fuck? You call out of school?
I don't know.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
fuck it. When I would call out of school, I guess I don't know.
Good for
When I
you.
would stay home from school, I would watch the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
And then I Love Lucy.
I'll see.
I'll get down on I Love
Ooh.
Lucy.
But
I
that
can
was
binge
but
watch
that
it.
was
Wonder
just
Years?
on. I didn't watch it because I
Wonder
wanted to
Years.
watch it. There was nothing else on.
I remember in
Yeah.
the evening. I remember the lineup was the Wonder Years,
Mhm.
followed by an episode of The Simpsons,
Oh my god, see that's
followed by an
messed up.
episode.
Doogie
of-
Howser.
No, Married with Children.
Yes, Married with
Followed
Children.
by one more episode of The Simpsons.
Oh my god, see, and like all these shows were so big, like Doogie Howser, Wonder Years.
Oh, Wonder.
But I
wow,
caught
what would
the-
you do?
Yeah, but I caught the end of that. Poor Brandon, dude, is fucking. What?
Old
Hold on,
people.
Brandon. Yeah,
So
Brandon,
he's
give me-
all
hey,
play, he's all drawing on his iPad.
B-Ran,
Jesus.
B-Ran, give us your thoughts, dude, real quick. What?
Please don't tell me anybody here is a fan of MASH. Anybody?
No.
Dude, that
I
intro.
would always
No,
change
shut the
it.
fuck
I
up.
know
Get
that
out of here,
intro.
MASH.
The little intro. How do
Oh
you
my
not like
God.
the intro to MASH? I
I could
didn't
never
like, care for the
understand.
show.
Like there was just nothing exciting. Like if you just wanted something on in the background,
Brandon,
like just some
there's a lot of shows that
source
was nothing exciting
of
about.
sound that I would just turn that on. Like
What about Chips? You guys
What?
watch Chips? Guys, I
Yeah.
never watched Chips.
I mean, I don't remember like a specific episode. I remember just watching I remember specifically watching the intro because there's a part where they're passing by and there's a neon sign of Batman, and then that was just satisfying to me, and I would just walk away. I would just,
Nice.
I would just walk away and set something on fire.
We used to call Esteban Batman.
Oh yeah.
We did. That was his. We used to call. Well, we call him a lot of things, but
yeah.
we used to call him Batman as a nickname because he just loved Batman so much. I mean,
Oh, clever.
which is funny because at least one episode, you and Gloria have to really just hash out. Like, we got to set up. Me and Brandon got to set up a quiz or something because supposedly these two are like
Oh, man.
top tier.
I'm a top
Batman
tier,
fans, yeah.
geez.
I know.
So-
Super dark
Jeez.
90s.
You're
Yeah,
really-
for
you're
real. So
really-
I would
Well,
really
actually,
like.
you're
More
gonna make
like
the
ask us
test and
questions
we're-
about Adam West Batman and Caesar
yes,
Romero.
yeah,
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the
That's
thing.
going way
is-
too far back.
Yeah, so I don't even know what the fuck.
He had shark repellent, man. I mean, and then the shark
Hello?
exploded.
Hello.
Oh my god.
I just-
Oh my god.
Dude,
Anyways.
the farthest I've been
the
in
age
like the
thing.
Batman world is like Batman animated series.
Oh
That's-
my
Yeah.
god. Well,
Dude,
that
that
animated
intro.
series was good. That was
Awesome.
about.
gosh, that
Dude, I
intro.
seen him
Yeah.
watch the intro like not too long ago, and he beatboxed the entire like
Ah.
everything, like the lightning sound, like whoosh, like he did everything. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, like
I
Peter
shouldn't have-
Griffin.
I shouldn't
At one
even
of the
said it.
conventions that I went to, because I used to go to conventions, I actually met Kevin Conroy, Batman.
I don't even know who the fuck.
Isn't that just the voice you always think
I don't
about
know
when
who
you
that
think of
is.
Batman?
Yes.
Like
That's
when I
something,
think
whatever
about
his name.
Batman and Joker, I cannot think about anybody's voice or just anybody in
Oh.
general except Mark Hamill.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
best-
that's
Kevin
fair. I
Conroy.
mean, but
best.
When I read
Amazing.
comics, I always hear those voices.
so but that's crazy that that's a little bit later, so it makes sense that you, Brandon, like
Yeah.
can relate. So
Mhm.
the age thing is crazy to me, and I think. Did you go to Vegas for your 21st birthday?
I didn't, and I was supposed to, and I just
I feel like that's a rite of passage. Everybody should go to Vegas for
Yeah.
their 21st
I
birthday.
didn't.
You didn't
Mm-mm.
really?
You know what's
Uh,
funny is because
I
I've been
didn't either.
more times younger than when I was of age.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but see, it's a whole different experience. I mean, because you go and you make even just terrible decisions. But here's the thing about, and I don't know if it's different for girls and guys, but there's a way to do Vegas at least for your first time, you know, and all this fancy hotel bullshit is a lie. You don't do that. All that money you spent on rooms, you go and you drink and you gamble and you like even shows. Go watch some fucking shows, but you're not in the room. If you're doing Vegas right, you should not be hanging out in the room.
I think that might
period.
be a girl thing then. Just because like girls would be like, oh yeah, I stayed at Caesar's Palace and the.
It's more prestigious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like just to name it, just to say it, like.
I guess.
Something to put on those snaps, you know.
Mhm.
I guess. I mean, plus, girls take fucking 8 hours to get ready.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I spend a lot of time in the room.
we literally wear the same clothes for the
No, no,
entirety
yeah,
of it.
they go.
Yeah, the entirety of however long we're there.
Mhm.
Same outfit. There's no
Those are
reason for
some danky ass basketball shorts.
yeah, they're bad. One time we went and
Not good.
They were stiff.
oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Like they were dipped in starch.
yeah, because we went to a few strip clubs too. So
Oh my
oh no,
gosh.
why everybody got
Dude, you
serious? What
snap like
happened?
cardboard.
I don't know if this is a weird thing, but I've never been to a strip club before, and I don't plan
That's
to.
not.
It's
You know,
not,
it's
Overrated.
not
though.
enticing
oh
at
my
all.
god,
So
totally
boring.
but neither is
Overrated.
Vegas.
Oh, yeah, Gloria,
I know
please over here. Yeah,
people
don't
for
go.
20
Just
they
don't
go
go.
to Vegas, you know, whether it's their first time or not. It's never been enticing to me like that. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Vegas like right now, but like to go there to celebrate, it's never got me, you know.
It's because you did.
Because-
It's because you have a certain like outlook in your head of how it was when you went when you were underage. That's why, because you couldn't do certain things. So you got to go at least one time of age and get the proper experiences in, and then make your decision. Because you go when you're under like not of age and you can't really do shit.
That's
I
true.
mean-
But I feel like, you know, like now that I can do the things that I want, I wouldn't do anything else but like probably get hammered. So
And I think the first time, so Gloria,
Yes.
Gloria. Oh man, we're gonna get deep already. No pun
Oh, no.
intended. Hi-yo.
What are you talking about?
Gloria's family
Oh.
had some really like interesting places to go for their family trips. I mean, it's not bad ones. Just I'm jealous, really. Like they went to conventions.
Yes.
Those were family vacations. They went to conventions.
Comic-Con San
Comic-Con,
Diego.
yeah, that's what they did. Those were yearly family things.
can we swap families?
Yeah. and Vegas
Yeah. Vegas all the
because
time.
her mom is a huge gambler.
Yeah.
Mom's
so-
a gambler. Dad's a anime comic book
Big
guy.
nerd,
Yeah.
yes. Which is, I mean, great. It's awesome. So I mean, those were her family vacations. So, you know, I didn't really start going to Vegas until we got together because her mom would get free rooms and we would go. And it's great to go the first maybe like 3-4 times just to get fucked up. Like, go get fucked up and drink and gamble. You know, gambling's can be fun, but
I
Yeah.
hate.
You hate gambling?
I hate it too.
I spent I lost $35 like in a matter of like 7 minutes.
$35.
Seconds.
And
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
I could have fucking eaten those at the buffet.
Yeah.
Like, I could have just
Yeah. Yep.
gorged myself.
Exactly.
And I didn't. I got this little shot of
Nothing.
fucking,
Not even
what-
like a
what was it? What was it?
souvenir.
Evan Williams. It
Oh
wasn't
my
even
God.
Jack Daniels.
Oh God, it was heavenly.
It was Evan. It was a
Yeah. So, anyways, just you know, we started going, and then after that, after those like 3 or 4 times, you just go and get fucked up. Then you start realizing, you know what? There's other things to do. Go see shows, cause I didn't want to see shows when I went on my 21st birthday. I was like, I'm just here to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know. But after that, you realize there's shows and there's actually things to do. Like there's people to see and like cool things to do, and it takes a few trips to realize that. Because you think it's just to get fucked up till 6 a.m, and usually that's not the case anyways. Usually you're not staying out any later than you would.
Because
Yeah.
the last time it was the first time I actually enjoyed gambling, and that's because I was shown the penny slots,
Oh, penny slots are good.
and it's just like, okay, cool, I can sit here, I don't mind if I spend an hour here and it's like and $20, like whatever, it's $20,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just sitting here getting drinks because I'm whatever, like that's a fucking win to me.
Yeah, that's
but,
different.
I mean, 35 and 7
But that's
minutes,
such a rare occurrence to like win off of those things. Let me tell you guys a trick.
Yeah,
if you don't know the tricks, there's a couple of them that I'm going to tell you right now that I learned from some older people who have been to Vegas several times. And one of them is because you get free drinks as you're gambling. So as you go to a penny slot, play the minimum, sit there for hours, whatever. What happens is the cocktail waitress will come around and ask you for a drink, right? Or if you want a drink. And you tell her, yeah, let me get this, so-and-so, whatever. Give her a good tip. Give her like a good 10, maybe even a $20 tip, right? I mean, depends on how long you're going to stay there. But tell her every time you come around, every time you walk by here, bring me a Heineken or whatever. She'll come by every 2 minutes to bring you a beer. And you'll get your money's worth. So there's one trick, right?
Okay.
That's one
like
trick.
it.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Another one is a very similar trick, but they have the video poker at the bars, right? So you go to the video poker and you pay. There's the minimum, and there's another minimum to get free drinks. You pay the minimum to get free. You ask the bartender, what's the minimum for me to get free drinks, and they'll tell you like $1 a hand or whatever. You play really slowly, right? And you just start hammering drinks. Hey, can I get a fucking Long Island? Boom, sauce, done, gone. Hey, can I get another Long Island? Boom, done. Just play as slow as you can. Just another trick to get fucked up, cheap, easy.
The way I usually get like free drinks is I
Oh,
usually
God.
Sorry.
Do we want to know? Yeah, I know.
I want to know.
Do
I'm
we want to know?
excited. Yeah.
what?
I
I'm
don't know.
sure.
Does-
Usually I
Does it involve? Does it involve hiding things in your anus?
Oh, that was fucking rude.
I know,
not
but
this time.
Don't
But not
give
this
away
time.
the
Don't give it.
punchline.
Oh God.
I guess
My
we
bad.
don't have
okay.
to know.
No, you
I
don't have
guess
to tell
we'll
the story.
skip.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I usually let my hair down,
Oh God. I.
and then I
Gloria
find that if
can't
I
even
button
take
up
it.
my shirt, if I just button up my shirt just to just the navel, I leave the rest open.
I can't even look at him right now and fucking
What?
the eyeballs.
It's just
making me sick.
so do you want to hear this or not? Because
I
it works
do.
for me all the time.
Okay.
I wanna
so-
hear it.
All right. Go ahead.
So yeah, right, and obviously you gotta tuck it in. Now, like get like a big buckle, something that says like, "Hey, yeah, I'm a man. Look at this piece of metal near my
Wait, so what are you
groin."
tucking in then?
What am I tucking in?
Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
did just say tuck it. You gotta tuck it in.
No, you gotta tuck in your shirt into your pants.
Oh,
what do you? No,
okay.
Jesus, what do you?
But you're still showing your navel.
No, I'm not showing my navel. I
Didn't
got the
you
button.
just-
I got the I
said-
got the shirt buttoned up only like to the navel.
Yeah, so the
and
rest of
so
you
like
is
my
show.
my chest is out.
Oh.
It's exposed.
Gotcha.
Okay,
You
yeah,
buttoned
it
that was
up
a very
that way.
confusing.
Yeah.
I wonder if the listeners caught that or they were just as confused.
No,
Because
no.
there
I'm
was
like,
a
wait a
big, there
minute.
was a
Feeling
big
her
revelation
Why
in
do
the
you
room
want to be
right
a
now.
man now if you
There was
tucked
a
it
big-
in?
It's
Showing
It
your
just
belly
light bulb
button.
that went off in the room right now. We're like, oh fuck! All right, well,
Like
go
you,
ahead.
like you go out of your way for some free
I
fucking
know.
drinks.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's all bullshit.
So
I'm
go
just an
ahead.
idiot.
I mean, well,
Okay,
Well,
chest is
I
showing.
put on the
Chest is showing.
platform shoes, and I strut my stuff, man. That's it.
so you don't strut very much, is what you're saying.
I know. I just dude. I get sauced with a couple drinks. I'm fine. I just-
You'd be fine.
I get ready and I'm drinking while I get ready. I don't make it past the fucking door. I just, I
You know,
just
another
Been
thing
there.
about another thing that's trippy to me is that so these cocktail waitresses, right? They tend to be in like a very like small amount of clothing, which I've heard, babe. I don't like the people
Oh.
just tell me. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean.
No, they've got really nice legs though.
Yeah, but I don't look. You just tell me. You look, and then you tell me
That's
how.
yeah,
I would never
of course not.
not.
No, but
do
a lot of
that.
the times it's true
Sometimes
though.
they're like
I'm
really
like,
skimpy. Sometimes
Tony,
I
did you
I
see
walk
her?
out.
Yeah,
of
no,
there.
it's true. She really is. She really is. The other day, she was looking at something on Pinterest, and like, or it wasn't even like hot
I
chick.
think I was looking up tigers.
Yeah, she was looking
or,
up like tigers or something, and it was some girl like bent over in a thong, big ass, and I'm like,
Sounds terrible.
yeah, and I was like looking at my phone, and she like shoving the tablet in my face, like, Tony, look at this ass, and I'm like, I see it, babe, got it, see it, like it's already in the bank, like don't trip. And she's like, but did you like see it? Are you like
That was
there-
just
the
the
tablet-
views.
This is true though. I've seen her do. I
Yeah,
even
and the
even when
tablets-
we're in public,
Yeah.
sometimes she catches better eye candy than what I do.
Yeah, and
I'm
because
like,
it's
oh,
not
like,
weird
you are
if
eating
she
your
looks.
carrots,
Because it's
aren't
not
you?
weird if she
Because
looks,
I
but it's
did
weird if
not
we look.
see that.
But she like, and the whole time the tablet's in my face, like, but did you see it? And I'm like, I know, I saw
like
it.
a, like a grease imprint on the side of
yeah,
the
no, I got it. I
side
see
of the
it.
tablet,
I see it.
forcing it in there.
But anyways, so yeah, they're in really skimpy clothing. It tends to be like like a bathing suit or underwear, which is actually a whole different.
See, I don't get the whole situation with that. Like, if you go to a beach and you see a girl in her bikini, it's not the same as if you were at her house and you see
Yeah.
her like in her underwear and
Oh,
bra,
yeah.
you know, which I don't get because really, when it comes down to it, it's just
One's
a different
waterproof.
setting.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shouldn't it all be pretty much
And
waterproof?
You know,
Hi-yo.
if
No?
you're at a
Anybody?
beach, like, you know, it could get soaked, and depending on what it's made out of, it could be transparent. You know, there's less of a risk if we're in your bedroom. And you're
Yeah,
wearing people
no,
clothes,
I mean,
like-
I agree. I mean, I know I've been under those.
Well, how do
certain-
you feel when
those-
you wear your bikini?
when I
Esteban?
wear my bikini, then I tuck it in. See,
Oh,
What
See,
the
I
fuck?
gotcha.
There's nothing to even fucking tuck in. I don't understand. You tuck. What are you tucking in?
He's tucking in his hair.
It's- oh
Yeah.
my god!
yeah.
What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck
Gotta
tucking
tie it
in?
back.
it's fucking hard to tuck in a mosquito bite.
Oh my god! Yeah, what the fuck? What are you tucking in? I don't. Yeah, but I get that. I think that's all. That's been a. I feel like that's a.
You know what I just
Age-old
thought about right
argument.
now? I think, like, if you see a girl in her bra and underwear, maybe it's more of a issue because it's seen as more intimate. You know?
Yeah, I guess. I
It
guess
depends
it,
on
I
what
think
kind of
it-
underwear though, because there is underwear that girls get right that are like meant to be intimate.
Yeah,
but
but
then
those
there's
are
just
meant
regular,
to be.
yeah.
I don't think
Then
they're
there's just
they wear,
regular
like,
underwear, but I feel like the
Mm,
argument
maybe they do.
comes with like you're in a bathing suit and then you're in granny panties and a fucking tube top and that's not okay to see you in. I don't like which covers
It's
more.
not okay to see.
Yeah.
Which covers well not from my point of view. I'm just saying you were saying that it's not okay for me to see you in that. It covers more fucking skin. And
Yeah.
that's upsetting. I don't get it. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe one's meant to be just privacy of your own home. But I mean,
that's what it is. Because if
and
you
it's
go
more
to a
comfortable.
beach, it's like, okay, yes, I'm accepting this. Everyone's gonna see me.
yeah.
but-
And then
So-
girls wear those kinds of bikinis, whereas I would wear like a bathing suit from like the 1950s with like the knee highs and like, like big hat because I don't want anyone to
So
see
would it be any different then if like the girl, if like she chose to wear underwear out? Like would it still be like, oh, I know I'm gonna be seen in this? Right? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
instead of where
Ah.
you making that conscious decision to be like, I'm gonna wear this underwear. out.
It's gonna be accepted. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I
the
think
attention should be welcome.
wouldn't that kind of be normalized in that kind of a air like in that in
Go ahead,
like,
get it out.
around like the beach settings, you know what I mean? Like where there's a beach, but wouldn't it be like completely normal to walk out in your underwear and nobody's gonna really notice or care because
But what
it's
about
around the
those
beach.
jeans, the shorts that like the ass hangs out of?
Like the Daisy Dukes that are like
Yeah, it's
Like,
just like underwear.
that have ascended into a whole level of.
Is it because
of
of the
Daisy Dukes?
material? It's okay to wear those?
Mini
Yeah.
Daisy Dukes.
Mi-
That's
like, but which seems like redundant because Daisy Dukes are like mini anyways, right? Like
yeah, but I mean, mini did.
they're already covering as little as possible.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mini Daisy
I don't know, like
Yeah,
it's- don't knock the mini days.
Why
I'm
even
not-
bother putting
We're
anything
not
on?
knocking them. We're just saying
no,
it's
yeah,
like
no, I'm just like kind of making an
underwear
observation.
versus swimsuit.
I think it's odd how like the less material there are, like the more expensive something gets.
So stupid.
It's like an
So
Abercrombie,
stupid, yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch. Like it's just like one string of denim and like a button, and like it's so
and it's 83 more.
$200.
It's
Yeah.
83 times more than a one piece.
yeah, dude, it's insane.
Okay, so here's another thing. While we're kind of on the subject of like girls wearing minimal clothing, and here's something that kind of I feel is like related. I think it trips me out that girls or hot girls or whatever are the only like dynamic that can be well known for being hot. Like there's hot guys that are models and everything, right? But they're just models, no name models, right? They're like, hey, that guy's got a fucking 12-pack on his abs, you know? But like hot girls who are models tend to be really well known names. They get interviewed and they come on to like talk shows to be interviewed about being a hot model, right? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think
I think
they're
it's
the
just
only
that
ones-
there's not so much to a guy. You know, yeah, he's hot, but there's nothing really enticing about a guy. I mean,
because guys are dumb or what?
because guys are just dogs.
They're just
I mean,
guys are
that's
just
it.
dogs.
Guys
Yeah, I
are
know.
just
What are you trying to
dogs.
say, dude? Okay.
Hey, I can say this. I'm a guy.
Okay. All right.
We're just dogs. But like
Yeah.
with the woman, it's different. You know, there's more appeal there. We're just some gross dude like us.
No, it's just a matter of a opinion on that part, but I think what it is,
Fuck, she shut your ass down. Shut
Yeah.
the fuck
Okay,
up. As a matter
okay.
of opinion, Brandon.
young one,
Mind
keep
your
it down.
fucking. Ooh,
No,
mind
but
your
I
fucking
think
business.
what it is that like women see the model and want him to be kind of mysterious, because that keeps them hot, whereas maybe men want to know more. I don't know.
I think men want to know something pretty specific, but it's not anything. I don't want to know their personality or.
Mm.
No, what
Yeah.
they do. Their
No, I
interests,
don't really
nothing.
care. I don't. I mean, the less talking, you know.
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, 'cause just
Like
me,
if- I
like
feel
me,
like if-
me in general, I don't really like to
You don't like women.
expose to. Yeah, that's
In general, you just don't like women.
Yeah, that's. It's not that I don't like women. It's not that I hate women.
Okay.
I just prefer to
To be one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I just prefer to be a woman.
I
That's
prefer
how
to
he
be
tucks it
a
in.
woman alone.
Oh, he
I
does
just-
tuck it in. He said this several times.
I did.
You
I
do.
do tuck it in, and I
Mhm.
do the scene from Silence of the Lamb.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah, I put on what is he? He puts like a sash on.
Uh-huh.
He's just spinning around.
Yeah,
like
he
an
puts,
idiot.
he puts the lotion on its
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah, that's me on a Tuesday.
So, I think what's a trip. So, I guess there's this. We're talking about models, and there's this manly image you want, right? You ever hope that you're like, damn, dude, the guy gets hot. Like, I hope he's in a gang. He looks like a guy who's in a gang.
No.
I mean, maybe that's like a ghetto LA thing, right? But
Yeah.
the only reason I say that is because I always kind of wish that I was the guy who
In
could
a
be.
gang?
I do. I always kind of wish that I could be the guy to be in a gang, but I'm just like too much of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm a big. Like, I like
Way
fucking.
too sensitive.
Oh, way too sensitive mentally and too much of a bitch fucking physically. I bruise like a fucking banana,
Yeah.
right?
You're really intimidating for a Keebler elf.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
Help the
sorry.
situation. But I've kind of always felt like that I wanted to be in a gang. Like if there was like a tickle gang, I would be the champion of that.
I could picture
Like-
you in a gangbang.
Well, that's different.
A tickle gangbang?
A tickle gang. Jesus, that just got that
I feel like I'm
evolved.
sweating a little bit.
Go on.
Evolved. Well, like tickle gang. I know you're not telling me to go on, but I
Well,
am.
how like you can only be so intimidating. Like, oh, you're gonna get tickled until you piss yourself.
Well, that's what I'm
pretty
saying.
bad.
I think
That-
like and they like tickle you in and tickle you out. Like you have to be
That'd
tickled
be
in
a
and tickled out.
crazy story.
Yeah,
like
like, oh,
if you're like
dude.
going home to your wife, you come home, your pants are all pissed, and you say, "What the fuck happened?"
Oh, I got
It's
tickled
these-
into a
these
gang.
guys, these huge muscular guys, and this one weird looking round guy with a beard.
With
I
the
was
softest hands.
tickling
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
And I pissed myself, babe. I'm sorry.
Or like the other part,
myself.
the other story would be like, hey, honey, why did you come? What happened? You pissed your pants, babe. I just got tickled into this gang.
tickled
you know-
into this game.
Yeah, I just got tickled into this gang. You know the gang down the street, Happy Joy.
happy.
They
happy
just tickled me
joy,
in, man.
joy.
I'm a part of it now. I'm a part of this gang now. I just figure, and then what happens on the tickle out? If you want to be out of the gang, they jump you in and then jump you out. You're not getting the reference here.
Yeah. No, I
They
know.
tickle
I get
you
it.
out till you shit your pants.
I
Like
hate
that's
tickles.
the.
No,
I hate
think,
tickles.
Oh, she does hate tickles.
I think they
It's
put
bad.
your head in a vice.
Are you one of those violently ticklish people? Like if I tickle you,
No.
where you knock my lights out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's-
yeah.
But
I-
she's
I
not
hate that.
violently like it's not like she's super tickle in like just specific areas, and that's not in a dirty way. That's not. I knew that was gonna.
Please
And she's
don't
the one
give
who
my
I
get it,
secrets
yeah,
away.
yeah, but
My
yes,
gosh.
like she like swings at me.
Yeah.
Like
I hate
God.
it. Don't touch me.
yeah, it's really really bad.
And is there even a build up? Like if we just touch like that one spot?
Take it easy, Brandon. Come on,
No,
man.
like, jeez,
Come on,
Tony's
man.
right
He's
He's
here.
a
Yeah.
curious young
Fine.
man. He wants to know.
Will you immediately just like knock me out?
Yeah, it's a
Probably, just 'cause
reaction. It's a
tickles-
reaction.
It's not like. Sometimes it,
'Cause
hurt,
that's
it
dangerous.
hurts.
It's like a fucking landmine.
It
Like, what if I
physically
bump
hurts
into you
me.
and
I
you
think
just?
it's.
It's a fucking reaction. You
Brandon
shouldn't have
gone,
been there.
Brandon
You
dead.
shouldn't have been there tickling people. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
what
I'm not a fan.
was what that is trying to tell
I
you.
will not be in your gang.
You will not.
That's how we break up. That's
it? That's how it
Yep,
ends?
That's it.
Babe, I'm starting a tickle game. Okay, well, I'm out. I don't want anything to
Bye.
do with this, with this tickle game. I did want to talk to you about something, Esteban.
What's up?
This recent stuff that's going on because I personally know how much of a fan you are.
Oh.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Of,
well,
Louis
one of
C.K..
Yeah. Oh boy.
Louis C.K..
Yeah. No, I was
so,
really bummed out. I didn't hear too much about it, just because it didn't surprise me, but I was positive. I was like positively surprised that he just kind of fessed up to it, which he was like the first one. He didn't try to come out and say, "Well, I am also gay." Yeah, he just said, "I had those. That's what I do. That's who I am." And it was.
So I'm just gonna be, the other side here. Like, so because because he says that makes it okay.
No.
Because he's like he
No,
he caps to it.
no. It's not that.
I'm
at
not
all.
saying I don't see your point. I'm just
No. It's not that at all. I think it's very disappointing, because I thought he was like a riot, but unfortunately, like, a lot of his jokes had to do with like beating off, and sometimes it was like beating off like in front of people, or I forget what kind of jokes he has with it. But,
does a
but
lot of
it
that.
seems like it was less jokes and more
But I gotta ask Gloria too,
of
because
a confessional on stage.
She consistently tells me how much of a crush she has on Louis C.K.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the situation?
I don't know. It sucks, and I don't see him attractive anymore. So maybe that does change my opinion.
Okay, well, do you think that these people coming out maybe have something? Maybe it has something to do. These people coming out about this sexual harassment that he has committed towards them or against them. You think it has anything to do with basically all the
Other charges?
Yeah, not other charges on him.
No,
all the
not
other
on
stuff
him,
that's
but,
coming
like-
up on Harvey Weinstein, and you think people are just deciding to come out and be like, "Hey, this could have been taken as sexual harassment, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it." I never thought of it before, but now I see that it could have been.
I think it's I look at it in a very positive way, only because that type of culture has always existed in Hollywood, and it's always just been like accepted, like an open secret.
Yeah.
Like the casting couch was always a thing. There's always jokes. It was always right in front of you. So Hollywood also builds this this kind of image where they're kind of the morality, America's morality, and the way they live and the way they speak. Sometimes it's positive, and sometimes it could come out straight up, hypocritical.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, women should be able to choose whatever it is that they want to do with their body, up until it comes to a transaction. Some people, some actresses, I would imagine, just to keep it fair, I would imagine that there are some actresses that are fine with that transaction. Yes, I will sleep with you if you get me a part of it. I'm sure there has to be, but the question then comes, if that was an agreement, and now you're claiming to be a victim, then that's not cool.
Yeah, and how far does it go until you're not a victim anymore?
Yeah, no,
Because,
exactly, because
like I had said once before to Tony, there's a point in time when it's your responsibility, to go seek help and try to fix the problem. So there's some people coming out who are saying like, oh, 30 years ago, so and so, sexually assaulted me. It's like, oh, if it was 30 years ago,
And let's be clear, you're not saying get over it. You're not saying that.
No,
you're not saying like you should be getting over it. You're just saying that you have a responsibility for something like that happens to you, to speak out about it.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
sometimes it's just hard to admit it to yourself, let alone
'Cause
let other people
understandably,
know.
Some people feel embarrassed,
Yeah.
and that's totally understandable. But there is a point where it's not like there's a global mafia, where someone's always watching it. The world's out to get you. There's always someone out there who's willing and someone who can help. But there is some point where you do have to step up for yourself. You have to fight for yourself.
Yeah, no, I think it's more has to do with this. Like once again, this culture that Hollywood has always
They-
have built up to it. You know what I mean?
They made it okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
exactly. You know the casting couch, and unfortunately, you know, like when we hear with cases with you know, Corey Haim and with Corey Feldman, you know, it's the casting couch doesn't always just apply to the adults. It applies to the children as
Yeah,
well.
well, here's the
you know,
thing.
recent.
Here's the thing. Not that this is okay. Not that any of the situation's okay, but it is a really trippy thing that the way that it's going, you know, it's coming out and it's just kind of snowballing really. Just because I feel like it's so. Look, when we grew up, all even you a little bit, Brandon, as fucking far away from us as you are. When we grew up, when I got in trouble, I got my ass kicked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I got bullied, I got bullied. You know what I mean? So in this world where it's like offensive to say, you know, this new world that we're in where it's offensive
to use the wrong pronouns.
Exactly that these people are coming out and choosing this opportunity to you know, to say this stuff, right? It just kind of stems from that Hollywood made it this far with that stuff being okay.
Yeah.
With that stuff still being okay. Again, we've come to this world where it's so taboo again to use the wrong pronoun and all this stuff, and yet Hollywood is still saying that this stuff's okay to do to people.
Yeah, no, that's exactly, you know, what it is. You know, Hollywood. You know, there's always, you know, celebrities out there talking about, you know, like a rape culture and everything. It's like, well, you're kind of creating this rape culture, you know, amongst yourselves, and then kind of making it okay. You're saying it like, hey, you know, if you want this, you're gonna have to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, isn't your message the total opposite? Isn't the message that you know, women are more than what their physical appearance is, or what they can,
Are they?
you know, apply to them, or what
No.
what
Everybody,
they're good
I
for
just want to be
physically.
clear that everybody's smiling and laughing. Nobody wanted to.
No, nobody
No,
agreed with you. No, I mean,
but I know.
I know, but
I
that
just-
was
Everybody was laughing silently,
Oh.
silently.
but that's the culture that they've created.
Yeah. You know, I feel like that really does it for some serious topics. We don't usually do serious topics, but I do feel like that was something I wanted to talk about because I know how much of a fan you are,
Yeah, no,
and
I
not
was
even just
pretty bummed out.
and not even just him specifically. I mean, there's a lot going on
yeah.
that can be said. You
Yeah,
know?
and when I say bummed out, I said like bummed out like for the victims as well, because you know you become a fan of these people, so you go watch their movies, you buy whatever books they have, you see whatever merchandise they have, and you essentially help build their own career. And then it's like, what? Damn, you were a scumbag the whole time. You know what I mean? That's
It's a shocker.
But the disappointment is more so for all the victims that have to have had to keep this a secret and everything. So
I want to segue into another very important subject for me, and that was when I went to the market with Gloria, and we ended up going down the aisle with all the tampons,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
and I was lost. I was so confused.
Yeah, as you should be. I mean, not as you should be, but because I know like some guys are used to buying that stuff, regularly for their gals. So, yeah, and that's.
I'm just saying that it's not that I would have never done it.
No,
Gloria
of
just
course,
never
but you
asked
don't
me.
usually do it. No, I completely
You know
get
what?
it.
Fuck you, Esteban.
No, but what I'm saying is, how long have you guys been together now?
43 years.
Sounds right. Yeah.
40,
43 years.
43 years.
I'm rounding down here too.
And you've never asked him, hey, get me these kinds.
See, look, she's
No, just because for me also there is a lot. There are a billion different kinds, and I
dude, I
have
was
to.
so confused,
look
dude. It's
around
just
and
like
see what I
a
need.
whole just plethora of fucking decisions, and I was like, just picking one out and pointing and being like, why? Which one? What the fuck? I don't understand what's going on here. And I think she started really well. She started with the description really well. It was very dumbed down for my stupid ass, and
Mhm.
also sensitive because she knew eventually she was gonna touch something that I just didn't want to hear. And
Did she
she's-
like make a drawing for you in crayon?
no, but she was very
Make sure to
sensitive
use
with
the
her
red.
words. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's very sensitive with her
It
words.
was round.
Oh,
It's
God.
around it.
And I was like, "What's this?" And she would be like, "Oh, well, that's for slimmer girls, and this is for bigger girls." And and then I was like, "What's this?" And then like she like looked and her tone changed. She goes, "Oh, that's for a heavy flow." And I was like, "What? Shit, what happened to like the nice like
like
sensitive?"
right
tone?
Heavy
next
flows
to-
are no joke.
Okay, oh, wow.
That's why.
I think that's where they also keep the brawny, right? The brawny paper towels.
Is
like
it?
that.
I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever
gross.
stopped.
Like-
So gross.
Oh my
Some-
god! It took me a second.
Well,
I
you
just
gotta
got it. I
stop
didn't get it.
damn to go for those.
Hey, it'd be how heavy is the flow? Like
Oh
the
my
levy
God.
How
this
heavy is it?
Oh
Rodney
my-
Dangerfield.
Oh man, it was tough. That
I'll
was.
tell you.
So I think we're gonna close it out, and what I like to do is ask Esteban for
Oh shit!
some
You-
wise words before we
No.
close out. Yeah,
I've
let's
got-
do this.
I've got no wise.
Okay, well,
words.
make some up right now.
No, what I mean by that is like I was up like for several nights, and I had nothing positive to say other than always wipe front to back, right?
Okay, all right.
There's that because you don't.
Is that really the only way though?
I have some wise words if I can make up for
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
go for it.
yeah,
Yeah,
please
go
do,
for it.
yeah.
By all means.
If you're gonna go to any kind of show, it could be a backyard gig, a small time bar venue, or like a huge stadium.
Mhm.
Like, don't just stand there like an asshole. You know what I mean? Like with your arms
No,
crossed.
that's
like,
true.
because
I
I don't know
agree,
if
yeah.
you feel the same way, but when I go to shows, I can't fully get into it unless like the crowd is like jumping
Yep,
up and
I
down
get
and
you.
like excited. You know what I mean?
But why can't you be that guy to get the crowd?
Oh no, trust me, I try.
I'm
and
just
then-
that's what I'm saying though. Like,
and people just further look.
They're just no. I do
infuriate
understand. It's just
themselves,
it's
like,
like, hey
"Oh,
man,
it's-
contain yourself.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, we're at a fucking show. Like we're supposed to.
I
Get
feel like
pumped up.
like even if there's like 5 artists and you have your arms crossed the whole time and you're just staring just angrily for the first 4 artists, when the headliner comes on, like it's the headliner. If you're not there for the headliner, like who are you there for? You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
true. No, because I
people
do know-
go
I
to
do
shows
know
for
what you
fucking
mean.
the opening bands, dude. I know it's stupid, but
But I
why?
mean-
but
No,
No,
why?
no, but when you
So then why stick
observe
around, you
when
know?
Oh,
you
I get what
observe
you're
somebody like around you who the opener shows doesn't give a shit, all right, like okay, cool, like then it's the headliner. Like,
It's
hey,
the main
you're
event,
still
you know?
on
Yeah.
you're still on your phone. Like, what do you?
I hate
Okay,
when
like maybe
people
they're
are on their
waiting for
phone.
the hit
Just
songs.
it's a
when the hit songs
generation of
comes,
phones.
and
I mean,
it's-
I even do it. Like, and I catch myself like goddamn, like I get mad at myself.
Yeah, it's like I'm missing the
Yeah,
moment.
I'm missing the
like,
mo-
what am I
You know what,
What the
doing?
fuck am I doing?
I've made it a habit to where before I go to the venue, I leave my phone or anything that can record in my car.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude,
That's
that's
fair.
That's awesome.
That's
No
dude,
excuse.
I remember the shows that I've been to.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people remember looking at their screen, looking at the show,
Yeah.
and then they keep on looking at
Yep.
the show, trying to be like, "What did I?"
And
fucking
you know what's
miss?
crazy?
But you know what you
artists,
fucking missed? You weren't there.
Yeah.
You weren't fucking. You weren't.
the
paying
artists have
attention.
even adapted to that. Like before, a few years ago, when I was like a teenager, people would
Jeez.
right away, people would right away bring out
Oh,
their
so like
phones.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, people would bring out their phones, and the artist would be like, "What is? Oh, okay, whatever. I'll just go along with it. Get in your video." Nowadays,
Nah, they call them out. They call you out.
Well, they either call you out, or if you shove a phone in their face, they pose for it. It's like it's one or the other.
True,
They either call you
that
out
is
or they
true.
accept it. But more
So
often
they
than not,
accept
they
it.
accept it.
I've
And
seen
I
a
just think
couple of
that's
like videos.
crazy. Like
I think
now it's
I
just
think
a
it
good
really
thing to
bothers
do.
me when this is just reiterating what you guys are saying. I'm just kind of putting it in.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Tony words.
Tony words. For the dum dums out there.
Yeah.
Like a Snapchat story of like of the fucking like a Snapchat story of like 4 fucking hours of like the show,
I
like
hate
exactly what
that.
you guys are saying.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
Like,
that.
like first of all, I don't want to have to go through your Snapchat story.
No,
Fucking
I
story
don't
this
even
long.
watch. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't
on
watch.
Facebook and everything.
Yeah, I
they're
don't
just
care.
like,
I don't care.
just like I can't see.
Also,
I didn't see anything.
watch the show you fucking paid for. You fucking doofus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I'm mad for you. Like I am your subconscious getting very upset.
If
that
you're
not
gonna
paying
watch a
attention.
show the whole time through your phone, you might as well have not
Mhm.
not buying the ticket, save yourself some money, and then watch someone's YouTube video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but watch-
because it's
well,
the
it's
same
gonna
thing.
happen anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, I think we're all really happy to welcome Gloria to the Cardboard Castles family
Yes,
because it's going
absolutely.
to be
One
very
of us.
consistent.
One
Yep.
of us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very consistent. Again, except for when she has other things to do, like
Better things to
like
do.
better things to do,
Most
like
definitely.
her
See
side
other
man,
people.
see other
See-
people, like her
oh,
side man,
shit.
and we're better people.
Better.
Yeah, better people. If we're talking like that, better people.
Capital better.
I do want to say we're pretty much on all social media now. Facebook. We're on Twitter now.
Mhm.
Cardboard Castle. That's the castle without the E. So CASTL 1. Right. So
I did not know this.
at Cardboard Castle 1. Right. Without the E. And guys, we know you're listening. We see the listens and we see the views. Be sure to subscribe on any platform that you're listening on, which is tons now. I mean, you're already listening to us, but we're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, YouTube, Facebook. We're
Everywhere.
all over the place. So be sure to, you know what, guys, send us messages. Our
Yeah,
email is
absolutely.
cardboardcastles17@gmail.com. Send us an email, what you
Mhm.
want to hear us talk about, what you don't want to hear us talk about, what bridge you would like us to jump off of,
Yeah.
what freeway you would like us to jump rope in during rush hour. I
Mhm.
mean, whatever.
Yeah,
feel-
also, I actually didn't mention that not to get offended, but I feel like now is a good time than
Now that the
ever.
show's over.
Now
Go
that
for
the
it.
now that the
show's
show's
over.
over, go ahead.
Yeah, if you listen to any of the show, rewind, and try to forget that you're a little bitch, and you get offended
Kids
easily.
get offended easily. Yeah, if you got offended at all through this entire show, then listen to the next one and figure it out. Try again.
Yeah.
But that's our show for today, and we'll see you next week on another episode of Cardboard Castles.
Bye.
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 This will start recording.
I don't know. Record.
Mic check. We are recording. Mic check. This is a test record session.